I'm Mr. McBrien. This is SNC2P, plant organs. We've talked previously about how a plant is made up of four kinds of tissues: epidermal tissue, ground tissue, vascular tissue, and meristematic tissue. We can think of these as skin, support, transport, and growth tissues. Now, we group these tissues together in various arrangements to form organs to perform special functions within the plant. And these organs are roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Now, the roots have a few functions. They anchor the plant in the soil, they collect water and nutrients from that soil, and they will store food for later use. For example, for use in the winter time when food won't be produced from the sun. The center of the root is made up of ground and vascular tissue, and the root is covered with a protective layer of epidermal tissue. This ends in the root cap, and there's also the meristematic tissue, which allows that root to keep growing, as we saw previously. Stems provide support to keep the leaves and flowers off of the ground, and they also transport water and nutrients between the leaves and the roots. So that ground tissue is the strength and support. The vascular tissue transports substances around. The epidermal tissue is primarily protective. So the cuticle is a waxy substance that keeps the plant from losing too much water to the air. Leaves, no great shock. Their main function is photosynthesis. And photosynthesis we've talked about several times in this class. It's the conversion of carbon dioxide and water to oxygen and glucose. Now, vascular tissues within the leaves will carry water and sugar around. Carbon dioxide and oxygen, as well as any excess water, enter and exit through the openings in that epidermal tissue called stomata. The majority of the leaf is actually made up of ground tissue called mesophyll. And this is where photosynthesis occurs, so no great shock. The chloroplasts are contained inside that tissue. Now, in order to use the energy that's stored in glucose for cellular functions, the cells have to perform what's called respiration. That's the combination of glucose plus oxygen to form water, carbon dioxide, and, the whole point, energy. Now, what's interesting about this, don't think of respiration as breathing. It's not. But what's really important to remember is that plants use oxygen as well as animals do. So at night, when they're not producing oxygen from photosynthesis, they're consuming oxygen just like we do. The flowers, the whole purpose of flowers is to produce seeds through sexual reproduction. Any flowering plants are called angiosperms. Now today we're going to examine that flower in great detail. So go ahead and follow through that handout and have a look at the parts of the flower and do the other aspects of the activity. Thanks very much. Have a great day.